G'day, Uncle Jojo, great to see you all again. Today I've been given a couple of tie downs to review. Ratchet, there's a number of different types of tie downs. These are called Ratchet tie downs, which allow you to undo them and do them up really quickly, and they have a hold down pressure that's very high for a limited amount of effort that you have to output. So I've got one here that is quite thin, that's rated up to 350 kilos. I've been given another one here that's just a little bit thicker, and that has a rating of 1,000 kilos. And then I've got my own one here, which has a rating of 2,000 kilos. So let's just have a talk through the different ones and the strengths and the pluses of them. And then a final rating. Love giving a good rating. So the first one I'm going to have a look at. This one here is 350 kilogram pull down pressure. It's important to note that this one and this one are the same company. So they're a tough 4x4 go off road. This one here is the pull down pressure of 1,000 kilos. And this one here has a pull down pressure of 350 kilos. That's for two different reasons. One, the bracket. So in here is the locking lug. You can see that locking lug moving. So that locking lug locks into some pins, and by lifting, you're clicking it on, and that's where the ratchet is. So you can undo that easily enough. You just lift the pin all the way up, click it off, and then you can pull it. Super quick and easy to undo. And then when you want to do it back up, you just do the opposite. The hooks on this are really simple and easy to use. They just hook on once, and then that's about it. The one thing with this is, because it's very thin, is that it digs into the material. If you've got expensive material or important material that you're tying down, the force, the pull down force, or the pressure pulling it down with these ratchet tie downs can be quite large. Obviously 1,000 kilos, 2,000 kilos, or 350 kilos, that's pull down pressure. So what ends up happening is you can dig into that material. So just be cautious when you're using these on that pull down pressure and the material that you're pulling it down onto. Over here we've got the 1,000 kilo pull down. So just to do it back up is very simple. Once you've just got it latched in, it just does up, and you can see it just tightening, and it pulls the material down into position. So this one, obviously the pins are bigger, the teeth are bigger, so it's got a bigger pull down, but also obviously the strap itself is bigger. Easy again to undo, and then that's undone. Then the last one is the 2,000. This is my own one. This is really pliable, which moves around the material really well, so it doesn't dig into it as much. Obviously, if I put a lot of pressure on the tie down, it'll pull it in and it will mark it. 2,000 kilos of downward pressure is always going to mark something, but I don't need to do that because it's so wide, it holds more material at once. The other thing is the different clips that we can have. You can have simple hooks, or you can have buckles that interlink on themselves around the main bar to tie it down onto. Those ones the truckies use, and then I'd be giving those a 9.5 to a 10 nail rating. These ones here won't be getting that because they're simple hooks. This one, which is the 350 kilos, super quick and easy to use, marks the timber a bit too easily. I'll give that a 7.5 nails out of 10. This one here, super simple to use, good pull down, 1,000 kilos, nice pins in it, and I'll give that one 8.5 nails out of 10. And this one here is again really good, but I'll give that an 8.5 because it doesn't still have the interlinking lug around. It's still just only got a hook, that's all. The other thing that you can use tie downs for, if you're at all interested, is holding materials together. Sometimes we don't have a clamp big enough to hold or clamp timbers together. So what we do is we cut a couple of long lengths, put them down, and then put the ratchet tie down all the way around. It stops the timbers that we're clamping together from bowing and warping, and then we ratchet tie it, and it pulls it and squeezes it together, and then allows it for the glue to go off or whatever else that we're doing. Again, there's a few different tie downs. Rope is my favorite tie down of all time, but it takes a lot of practice to get your knots right. But you can use ropes across many different facets, whereas tie downs you can only use for a limited amount of different bits and pieces. Thanks for watching. Just a quick review on some ratchet tie downs, 3 different types. Any questions or queries about that, flick them over. Always happy to have a look for you. Anybody else with a review, anybody want me to review something for them, please flick that over as well. Always happy to help out anybody in the trade. Until next time, thanks for watching and stay unreal, banana peel. See you in the suit.